with the first one. I don't mind going first on this. I know I normally let y'all go first, but I don't mind going. So I absolutely think that there's a major disconnect among both genders, and when it comes to an understanding, because for one thing, I think the roles has been reversed for a lot of us. Like you got a lot of men that's very feminine now, and it don't necessarily means like they wearing dresses and carrying a purse, but like their thought process is more so of the behavior that you typically would get from a woman, and vice versa. Women are choosing to work a whole lot more than they used to, and are very, very controlling now. And it didn't used to be like that. So I think there's a major disconnect because we just don't understand each other at all. Like I think men are very simplex, but feminism, which is crazy, we touched on it briefly earlier, has designed women to believe that men are this, and that, when it's actually it's just really just X and O's. Like, bro, in order to make a man happy, it's this simple. Please don't be a super pain in the ass, because I prefer peace. Be supportive, and don't go out there and be a hoe. You do that for the most part. Man really ain't tripping. Not saying that this is gonna stop this nigga from cheating and nothing like that, but for the most part, the basics, that's all it requires. Now, me, I don't want to speak for women when it comes to that. I'll wait to hear Solo's answer on that, because she would obviously would know more about it than I would. But obviously, I think there's a major disconnect where we just don't understand it, because most men now, since so many women portray themselves like a hoe, even if they're not that, being extra, wearing extra revealing clothing and stuff like that. And I'm just going to keep picturing the thought process of what most men think like. If they see you wearing super tight clothes that's basically exposing your butt, open shirts and dresses that's exposing your titties all out and stuff like that, they gonna think you ready to go. It's just what it is. The likelihood of a man coming at you over sexual is significantly higher than a woman that, I'm not saying be like a Muslim and cover, wear the clothes and all that, but like just have on some clothes where it's not too revealing. And then the man will be looking at you like, she cute. I like the way she thinks. He's gonna start looking at other attributes about you than just sexual. Again, I won't speak for the women, because I'm not, I want to give Solo the opportunity to answer that part. But I think that's part of the reason why we don't understand each other. I'm gonna go ahead and open the floor. Solo, I would love to hear what you got to say in regards to that.
Why Taj can't go?
Well, I just spoke as a man. I thought it would be nice to let the woman go that, but if you want him to go, I'll go ahead and grant it.
All right. Yeah, I think in our community, because we are the sons and brothers and nephews of Black women, they literally raise us. They not just, before you even get to raise, they birth us. they understand us better than we understand them, especially when it comes to pushing buttons. And on the others, on the other side of that, because the black man is not as powerful as we should be, that introduces the power struggle between us and our women. And I'm committed and just driven to win, our women back as a culture. Like on a personal level, I'm all right. But as a culture, I hate to see it's like we lost our women, and the black man brotherhood, we got to strategize on how to, win our women back. So I'll conclude my answer with that they know us better than we know them. And this thought is in my head. I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there. I remember I got to do a name drop. I remember Neil deGrasse Tyson was interviewing at the time this guy who was not self-proclaimed, but proclaimed by the scientific community to be the smartest scientist in the world before he passed away. Now I guess it's Neil deGrasse Tyson. Neil deGrasse asked the guy, out of all the stuff he knew about, what was the most challenging, y'all know where I'm going with this. What was the most challenging thing for him to understand? And he said women. He said women. So I'll rest my case with that. And yeah, that's it. I'm passing the mic.
I think that we understand each other on different levels. I agree with Taj that the reason why we are, I think, so frustrated with each other is because we know how to push each other's buttons, right? Black man is gonna know how to push a black woman's buttons. A black woman is gonna know how to push a black man's buttons, especially if you guys are in a romantic relationship. So uh, it's gonna be back and forth. I think that when it comes to us trying to just understand each other on a global level, like us as a group, not us individually, trying to build romantic relationships, I think that the issue is that we have such traumatic experiences with the other gender before we're even out in the world having these different relationships with different types, with people of other genders, right? I feel like a lot of times, not saying that all of us end up like with one parent, but a lot of times the issue is that you didn't really have a good relationship with the other gender prior to you leaving your childhood home. And so you never had a good relationship, or maybe you did have a good relationship with the other gender, but it wasn't as close as you needed it to be, like someone or of a close familiar relationship that was able to sort of teach you that, although this relationship didn't work, other relationships can work, but they are in your life more frequently than you seeing them every few months. I don't think that's enough to build a relationship, but I do think um, that we just don't have a lot of good experiences with the other sex prior to us growing up being adults. I think that if so, I think that that's the and then when you get out, once you get to this point, now you're 18 years old and now you're out in the world and you're building relationships with the other gender, and you're an adult. I mean, that takes a lot of self reflecting. That takes a lot of work for you to fix your outlook on the other gender. So I think that's sort of the base level, I think, of the issue between black men and black women. Um, but ultimately, once we're able to get past the trauma, we are then able to recognize that no one can understand me more than a black woman, and as a black man, as a black woman, no one can understand you more as a black man. So I agree that there is a misunderstanding. I think it comes from our previous relationships, and now we're trying to sort of fix it, even though we haven't worked through the trauma. So the misunderstanding part, and also we don't give each other space to even consider what the other party may be trying to explain. I feel like a lot of times, I feel like a lot of times when we're having these conversations about what black women are experiencing and what black men are experiencing, that the other gender doesn't give them the space to be vulnerable and actually like explain how they're feeling without it being sort of a deflection where okay now we're now instead of addressing what the black woman said or what the black man said, that we come up, try to in our brain come up with a response that will shift the blame back to them instead of letting us talk about the issue that the black man is talking about right now and dealing with that. And then we can go to your issue with black men and how you want to fix it. I think it's a lot of times it's a tit for tat. Like, well, you this. Well, that's because it is. Well, that's because it is. Well, no, let's not just go down that rabbit hole. Let's just first address the first topics of how he said as a black man, how he said he felt. Let's address that. And then we can go to your trauma, black woman, and address that. So we're not able, a lot of time I don't see black men and black women having these conversations and sticking to that point and dealing with that, and that causes us to misunderstand each other. Um, but I think, like I said, we're so traumatized, whichever, regardless of what your trauma is. A lot of us are traumatized. A lot of us are traumatized by the other gender, and it's smoke. Black men is smoke for black women. Black women is smoke for black men. It's no level of understanding where we can go either or. Um, I mean, I don't know. I don't think a lot of men like to say that they all they want from women is for you to look good, be my piece, and fuck me when I want you to fuck me. I don't think it's that easy with men. I feel like they have a whole lot more
It's
that they expect from women. I think to me that's not it. They have a whole lot more that they expect from black women, expect from any woman, and it's more than that. And I think that if it is that, I feel like that's how you end up sitting on the podcast talking about, I've been married to my wife for 10 years and I don't love her, or I don't know her, or it's just. I feel like your relationship with your spouse, your partner, the person you're going before God, has to be deeper than you shut up when I ask you to shut up. You are fine.
no, well,
And
I,
you
I
and
wasn't
you
implying that part.
and you sex me when I want you to sex me. I just feel like the relation it just has to be deeper than that.
I'm
And
saying
I
is,
agree. And I think for women, I think that a lot of women want a preferable thing. I guess I can't talk for all women, but I mean, um I think I'm not gonna even portray like women just want things that I can just name off. It's a whole list of shit, especially you asking me. It's a whole lot of shit that I want. But yeah, I think that's it.
well, I wasn't necessarily saying that that's all they think you're good for, and that's all we want you to do. I'm just saying that it's that simple. Like they be thinking that it's a lot of them be thinking. I'm gonna say this: they'll put the man's mind and what he's thinking and what he should be doing, or something like that, from the lens of a woman, and that's where the disconnect comes in at, because we don't operate the same way women operate. A lot of women do that. So all we saying is, like I say, be supportive. You know what I'm saying? Don't just be a pain in the ass. We like I tell people this all the time. I think I can speak for most men that women in general are can be very annoying at times, which is fine because I'm pretty sure women probably think the same shit about us. That's fine because we're the way we were created. We're different. We supposed to become one with our differences. That's the problem. But I think the way the world is designed right now, is designed to idolize the more feminine perspective of things now, and masculine traits are being demonized right now. That's absolutely happening. So we are not able to have our say so on what we really think without being attacked. Like if more men was able, like say, y'all remember that trend? They was having this trend probably like at least 5 months ago or something like that, where they were saying we listen and we don't touch. Yeah, I know you've seen that trend. If men were able to actually express themselves and women would actually listen and not judge, you would see that a lot of these things that men that are speaking out are saying isn't as toxic masculinity the way they think it is. Actually, most men actually think that. It's just majority of them aren't willing to come out and just say it. Any
Hey, what's
other?
up?
You know,
Check
I mean, I guess. I mean, maybe.
I'm telling you, it really is like that.
I mean, but it also depends on what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
I just want to
Just
shout out SG real quick. Go ahead while y'all was quiet. He
go
said,
ahead.
"What's up?" Yeah, and I was just shouting out SG. He said, "What's good, Taj and Solo?" And then all I see, what up? All I see for me, she said, at this point, we don't want to understand the damage runs deep. We have displaced anger toward each other due to past traumatic space syndrome. And I've always kind of said that like it's deeper than our lifetime. This shit go however many decades or hundreds of years because we still carry that DNA. So I agree with all in, especially this line right here. We have displaced anger toward each other due to past traumatic spouse. I think she might have been spouse, maybe space syndrome, but
I
that's
think
it.
she
And
meant
then,
slave.
yeah. Oh, slave. Yeah, that'd be more appropriate, right? Past traumatic slave syndrome. And I've always said that. Yeah, I
Yeah, no,
think
I
they deep.
completely agree. I think not even as it relates to genders. I just think that Black people in general, they have a misplaced anger. And like I was just telling Jamie, like we mad at each other because we live in a Black neighborhood, and it's Black people that's breaking in my car. There's Black people that's robbing me. That's Black people that are, harassing me. There's Black people that are doing all of these bad things, not realizing that these so-called Black people, they're Black people, are the ones are under the same oppression that I'm under. And a lot of times that we don't realize that we're getting pit against each other
Mm-hmm.
with economic when we're not being economically empowered, we're gonna start feeding off each other.
Yep.
Right? That means I gotta steal your car so I can sell the parts. That means I gotta rob you when you come home with your groceries. That means I gotta do all this for myself to eat, not realizing that you struggling, I'm struggling, and it's somebody who eating off all of us. But we don't see them because we're in the, you know what I'm saying, we in the hood with each other. But we don't see the people that's stripping the resources out of the community that's requiring us to behave in this way to survive.
Right. So no, I'm chuckling at Bradford to make a logical comment and then he'll go right
I
back
know it's crazy, right? I was thinking the same shit.
because the comment is logical. Then he got right back on SG with the trolling. That's it.
That was so damn funny. I sure was gonna be like this nigga right here, boy.
He'll just take a sane moment, the type of comment. So he said, woman is supposed to be, and I actually agree with the comment. Woman is supposed to be man's helper, absolutely, according to scripture, and they support each other not to be treated as a slave, people get that women be submissive part out of context. That's Bradford giving us a little sanity there.
No, I agree. I mean, I think the woman should be submissive. I mean, isn't that in the Bible? Isn't it like the child,
Yeah,
the woman that
but
hit dad and then got?
yeah,
I don't understand what the problem
y-
is. I
y-
think most women want to be. I think
they
most
do.
women want to be in the house.
Uh-huh.
I'm like Candace. I
Black.
think most women want to be in the house, taking care of
Yeah,
the house,
I
taking
like
care of
that.
the kids. They
Uh-huh.
do. They
Yeah, they
do.
do. I agree
But
with you.
we have to go out and create and build careers and get jobs, and we have to go out and work out of survival. That's another thing you said, Jamie. That women, they want to work. They work too. They want to work too much. They masculine. And I'm like, yeah, because we're forced to. If I didn't work, I'm
I'm
a
gonna
single
that
female.
part.
If I didn't work, what would I be? Homeless, living in my car, which probably won't happen because I ain't got a job. Like, women are required to work. I think it's out of survival, to
It
be honest.
is. It is.
It's out of survival.
Yep.
We don't want to work. We rather
It's
lay
not.
back.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now you.
On both, it's
No,
survival on both
no,
ends.
it's
I mean,
not.
we can't take
Yes,
care
it
of our women the
is.
way we want to as a culture, not on a personal level. I take care of my women. But on a cultural level so let me ask Black American women this. Have y'all ever considered that in the world, and Jamie, we've discussed this before years ago when we used to work on set. Have Black American women, specifically Black American women, ever considered the fact that when you browse the world, that we're the only culture where the women are sort of have been placed above the men. There's no we can take the whole Asiatic continent out the conversation because y'all know in the Muslim countries the women can't even dress how they want to dress. So take all the Muslim countries out the conversation. Asia, Europe, all of them, the men are more powerful than the women. So I'm asking Black American women, why is it that our culture, y'all think that just happened out of evolution, or was it by
Hell
design?
no.
Thanks,
It's
Solo.
definitely
Take it
by
from there.
design. Like, that
Thank you.
is a design. They removed Black dads out of the community through death, through the what is it? Mass incarceration, drug epidemic. They pulled Black men strategically out of our communities, and now the woman was home alone with the kids, and now she has to work in order to provide. So it wasn't like, I feel like this generation of women is gonna be hard to break because of what we saw prior, the
Yeah.
generation before us to go through. It's gonna be hard for us to say, have y'all thought about just depending on y'all men? That's gonna be hard because we didn't watch our moms depend on men, or if we did it go well? Was it a good environment? Was it something that mom would recommend her daughter go through? So I think that it's definitely a design, but it's turned into this woman's empowerment, because I think that Black people as a whole, we just lean into our accomplishments, not knowing that this was like we turn this strategic family destruction plan, we've turned that into, now Black women are the most educated people in the
That's the
country.
cover up, right? But
Yeah,
it's complete.
but it's really that, okay. How many of these, we're still last in place to get married and first in place
Right.
to be divorced?
That makes it incomplete. Right.
And
That part.
that's what I was gonna touch on. See, that's what's really impressive when being measured as women. Like when women are they say the saying for men measuring they measuring their dicks. When women are measuring, you know, where they stand among other women, it's, oh, are you married? Are you married to a good family? Like being able to say, oh, I'm married. I'm part of the, like, for Black people. I mean, shit. What's a good family? We would be proud to say we're part of.
The Huxtables.
The Huxtables.
The Huxtables. That's a good one. That's a good one.
And
Oh,
that's a TV
How
part of
can
family.
you
the
forget
Huxtables.
that Black
You know it's
men?
bad when we got to say a TV family. God
It's
damn.
crazy. It's crazy, right? I was looking for a real one, but
We said, as far as real one, I would have to say, I mean, Jay-Z, no fam, Jay-Z, Beyonce.
Wow.
I think in our culture, Jay and Bay and the Obamas are at the top. Or LeBron. As far as famous families, let me hear you in solo top. The Obamas, the Carters, and the LeBron, the Jameses family. That's
we
the top
can't
three.
My point is we don't have it.
I mean, it would definitely have to be between the Carters and LeBron James. I really would lean more towards LeBron James them, but I wouldn't count neither one. Neither one of them would be in my top 3 black families.
Damn.
I agree.
Can you replace? Do you have another name of a family we could put in to replace them?
Let me think.
Oh shit. So you done tore it down and you ain't had no replacement. You done all right. So
no, because I'm going outside of celebrity like zone. Like they're not celebrities. Whoever this black family is, they're not gonna be.
How could they be used as a model?
Because I guess I'm not judging them based on their popularity or their fortune or their money. I'm thinking about which one of them came in and actually made some changes for black people.
As a family.
Which one made the biggest imprint in the black community?
That changed the whole.
Like you don't have no stains on your resume. Like this is a good, upstanding family. The man.
I'm gonna tell you who I thought was about to say.
Of a great
I was about to say fucking. I guess they not families. I guess they like it's just like the dads. Like I would say, shit. I wouldn't even say what you call. Who was that at Jackson State? Who was that? Prime time.
You know what? He almost was a good one.
No, I feel like he sold Jackson State out.
That's why I say he almost was a good one. Because the way he represents his children and stuff is flawless. But I
thought we was talking. So we're not talking traditional families with a mom and a dad in the house.
See, I was thinking that.
And I was gonna say he doesn't. I don't even know who his wife is.
Yes, yeah. I mean that don't count. So if you can't name the wife, the lady who the children come from. So we're talking about 4 families, and y'all saying Obamas, the James, and the Carters are not good examples. Who are? I haven't. So I guess we back to the Huxtables. That's a Hollywood.
The Huxtables.
That's crazy. That's a Hollywood family. That's a TV family.
What you want me?
Yeah, we in bad shape.
Yeah. We in bad shape.
Yeah, we in bad shape. Damn.
Very bad shape because they don't allow us to see a healthy, mother and father in the household with good children that are smart, respectful, and presentable. It's crazy that we're sitting here searching and we really can't.
And we got 3 intelligent brains. I gave 3 names. Y'all haven't given any.
I can think of one that I think can trump all of them. Actually, I just didn't say it. But he only got one stain, I guess, in this small. How's the Currys?
Who?
The Currys. Steph Curry's family.
But he doesn't
what they doing for black people?
That's the reason why I was like, as far as that side of it, but we're not necessarily talking about them doing things for their community. What I'm talking about is being a good representation of this is how you should carry yourself.
How is the Curry? But Jamie, you often say how Aisha emasculate Steph. So how is that the model family?
That's the one stain I'm talking
about. So we still in bad shape.
Yeah.
And you said the Currys would trump the Obamas. Well, Michelle is kind of emasculating Barack at this point. So the only family we have, in I guess,
Barack got the. Come on, bro. I can tear Barack apart. Don't do that.
All right, so we got the James family and the Carters. Savannah does a pretty good job not emasculating LeBron. Can we agree on that?
True, but LeBron brings them down. Savannah wins. LeBron brings them down.
That's right.
Because he to me, he does a lot of stuff that's been put into the media, although nobody has been able to 100% prove it as of yet. It's still out there. You know what I'm saying? And the same can be said about Jay-Z and Beyonce. Outside of Aisha Curry saying the crazy shit that she's saying while being married to Steph, you don't have that. You don't have shit on Steph. You can't say, oh, he was allegedly cheating. You can't say he's doing stuff that damaged families. You can't say none of that stuff. He's spreading homosexuality like Obama's doing. He ain't did none of that.
All right. All I see for me said Minister Farrakhan family. The
I
Farrakhan.
don't really know his family. I saw that. I don't really know his family, so I can't speak on it. But
all right.
who knows? Charles, are you familiar with his family?
Yeah. I mean, I don't have any dirt on his family. Everybody got a role to play. His son is the supreme captain of the nation. Mother Khadijah, they've been together 50-something years. They got multiple kids. So we're just talking about model Black families. I definitely add them to the list.
It sounds like he's right for the picking.
Yeah, that was his grandson that made it to the league, and he didn't last long just because of the last name Farrakhan and how controversial that is. But no, I definitely would add them to the list of model Black families. Yeah, I can't remember. He got some pretty daughters too. I think they all married, but yeah, he got some real. Pardon me for being shallow, y'all, but yeah. So yeah.
So Talia, we're basically talking about right now. We're about to go ahead and move to the next topic, but we were talking about if we were to present a model of what a successful Black family look like that we all could look up to, who would it be? That's basically what we were talking about.
I think I'll still have to go with the Carters, y'all. I think I'll put the Carters. Nah, I'm gonna go with the James.
No, bro, because Jay-Z don't did way too much dirt, bro.
Yeah,
That's a good point.
Jay-Z is the Diddy waiting to happen.
Exactly. He's worse than Diddy.
Solo done put it out there. All right, damn.
Fuck that. I'm going back her too. Fuck
that's two. All right, so the James family. We gotta say the James family.
I'll take LeBron over
the Carters. So you'll take the James
absolutely.
family over the Carters. I can kind of rock with y'all with that. You right, Jay-Z does got some dirt. So I'll put the Carters.
Look at how many people he done backstabbed and shit like that.
Yeah.
And who is part of Jay-Z's close circle that he brought along with him and made them come up? LeBron can at least say he did that.
Yeah. Can't get around that. Talia, shout out to Talia one time for Talia.
We can hop on Beyonce. How many songs she done stole from somebody? They got a lot of dirt.
All right, so it's the James family. Before we move on, can we say the names we mentioned?
From what I know, Savannah is squeaky. She's squeaky clean.
Yeah.
So even
that story.
Brian got a couple of cracks in his arm. Savannah's squeaky clean. With the Carters, Jay-Z and Beyonce got stains on their resume.
What stains Beyonce got?
She just told you one of them.
I missed it. What you said, Solo?
She be allegedly, look, I don't want to get sued for the
Allegedly.
Right.
Allegedly, Beyonce steals songwriting credits from people.
But that's professional, Solo. We talking family affairs. That's professional.
No, but mistreating somebody is not something that you would want to present to the world.
How many people said? How many people? Okay, I like that. Angela Bassett and her.
Yeah, I like that too. You beat me to it.
That's a good one. Hey, who said that one?
And Angela is the best cheerleader. Jamie, remember we talked about how like the cheerleading chick, and Angela, he just got his star. And when you just see Angela behavior and being supportive to him, I mean, boy, we can get more of those.
I love it.
What's the other
example?
We get some more cheerleaders. That'd be awesome.
She's a perfect example of someone. My bad.
I was just saying Denzel Washington too.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, how we you go, y'all.
Yeah.
There you go. Some out there.
You don't hear no scandals on Denzel Washington.
True. True. All right. So the Washington family, Denzel and Pauletta, shout out to them. All I see for me put Denzel and Pauletta.
Yeah. So,
Hope nobody
so
missed.
like, that's what I'm. So back to my original topic. Now that we were able to get some, we got the Washingtons, we got Angela Bassett's family, we got what was the other one?
Talia want to know about mixed families.
Now we
Solo to my
Come on, man. Talia, is this your first time coming here?
Oh snap! Yeah, Talia regular.
Yeah.
I've been seeing Talia. She check in often. She tap in. Yeah. So we not counting mixed families.
No.
She got a point. I mean, once the children come out with sun in their skin.
We get that, but that ain't what we talking
No,
about.
but we can't forgive the original.
Talking about black families. Because look, this is the thing. We have stories where they are introduced in Hollywood. Because the whole topic of how this started is how the elites that's controlling stuff want to present to the world or put on television or in music a good, positive version of a black family. They'll give it to you with an interracial. Like we can name countless shows where it's a black husband, white wife, or a white husband, black wife. We have that, but they'll never let you see two dark black families outside of this new show, which Solo I told you I think you should check out. I think that one you would like.
Trauma.
Called Forever. You said what?
I don't watch black trauma.
No, it's not black drama though. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Anyways, it's called Forever. That one's pretty good because that actually gives you a different perspective of a lot of things. And they're a good, successful black family. They just have struggles and stuff like that, like of dealing with raising their child who's he has ADHD or something like that. But it's a good show. I think that one you would 100% like. But anyways, the point is they're not going to give us that. They'll give us the black and white, so that's why it doesn't count. Angela Bassett. I was going to just answer her question.
You got it.
I forget his name though. You know his name? It's really crazy. But I know him.
Who, Angela husband?
Huh?
Angela husband?
Yes.
Yeah, Courtney B. Vance. He's over the SAG after.
That's what I was just ready to say. Yeah, that's why
he's our president. Yeah,
he's the president
of the of the nonprofit foundation, not the SAG after union, but he's the president of the nonprofit foundation. Courtney B. Vance. Yeah, he was behind the scene. Angela was more popular than him for decades. But once everybody found out, she's very supportive of that dude. I mean,
that's what I was about to get ready to give her some big praise.
Yeah,
Angela is a perfect example.
Yeah,
even if you're not a housewife, like, because this is the thing. I think our sisters have a very hard time balancing being a wife and having a successful career. Majority of them can't do both. But Angela is an exception as far as I could see, because she still is very respectful of her husband.
Yeah.
And still has an obviously successful career. And she doesn't embarrass him
at all. No signs of that, right?
The roles she takes aren't disrespectful roles that you will be ashamed to be like, why my wife decided to take that role? Right. She doesn't have that. So
Agreed.
She's a great example of a woman that has a successful career and still a good wife, as far as we can see in the public eye.
Yeah, much love to Angela for giving us a great example on what it looked like. Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and move on to this next one, y'all. We've been on